number 4 of pool play. We are beyond the top of the hill. Yesterday we climbed to the top, then began the descent down to the bottom of the hill as we will wrap up by the end of the day tomorrow 20 pool play games. And here's the interesting thing where pool play is concerned, at least thus far, nobody has a guarantee that they are in. And for that matter, nobody is guaranteed that they are out. Matchup between the Ohio Valley champions, Blue Lick, Kentucky, taking on Mid-County, Texas, who represents the Southwest region. About to do battle here in game number 1 on day number 4 of the World Series. Why the delay in play, by the way? This is a World Series that is prompt. I mean, to the T practically. If the game's supposed to start at 11, by golly, it's probably going to start at 11. If it's a 2, 5, or 8 game, they are on schedule here. The problem was a field maintenance issue at second. And that issue apparently discovered when the officials took to the field and went to second and said something's got to be done here. So it took about 10 minutes to resolve the issue. But here we go with the top part of the first. Ryan Henson is the gentleman who will start things off for the squad from Blue Lick when they come to bat, but they are, of course, the home team. So we will go to the Texas side, and it is Cody Cobb who will start things off. So there are your leadoff guys. But, of course, you'll see the guy wearing the gray and white first as he leads off for the visiting squad. Southwest Regional Champion Mid-County, Texas are the visitors, decked out in the gray and white. In the blue and white on the team from Blue Lick, Kentucky, representing the Ohio Valley. Cody Cobb, the center fielder, starting things off. Logan Lejeune is the second baseman batting in the 2 spot. Chase Kemp will play first and bat third. Zach Freeze is the shortstop in the 4 hole. Connor McGrath, the extra player, batting 5th. In that 6th spot, Zach Clark, he is the third baseman. Catcher Case Babineau will bat 7th. Marcus Freeman is the right fielder in the 8 hole. Jacob Vaughn, who is the left fielder, will bat 9th, and the pitcher Brock Finn is in the 10 spot for Texas. Cobb lines out the second. Catch made by the gentleman we talked about leading things off offensively for Blue Lick and playing second. And that is Ryan Henson. One away for Logan Lejeune. Taking a look at the Blue Lick defense, Kevin McKnight on the hill. Behind the plate, Hunter Burnett. The first baseman is Jacob Hayes. At second, Ryan Henson. Slate Robinson at shortstop. And over at third, Noah Marion. In the outfield, Zach Shirley in left. Center field is Logan Cook. And in right field, Nolan Cook. Couple of pitches outside of the strike zone to Logan Lejeune. Mid-County, Texas, one of the few remaining unbeaten teams, as it is fouled out of play by Lejeune. 2-1. In the American Division, your unbeaten squad is Charleston, Missouri. In your National Division, the unbeaten team is Mid-County, Texas. Countyman's up 2 apiece on Lejeune. The magical number that gets you into bracket play, 3. You win 3, you are in. You win 4, you are in as the 1 seed. It is hit over towards first, scooped up by Hayes, but the at-bat will continue for Lejeune as the shot is in foul territory. Coming into day number 4 of pool play in the American Division, Charleston, Missouri tops at 2-0. Both Cape Cod and Ephrata at 2-1. Into the strike zone, and out goes Lejeune. 2 away here in the first. And that will bring Chase Kemp to the plate. Zach Freeze moves to the on-deck circle. So if Cape Cod, Charleston, and Ephrata get 3 wins, they are in. If one of the 3 loses, and now you got some teams in the American Division who are not in control of their destiny any longer, Surry County, North Carolina, and Mount Olive, New Jersey. Those 2 teams are 0-2 coming into the day, and now they've got to have a little help, because if Ephrata, Charleston, and Cape Cod were all to finish with 3 wins, they're out. The best they can finish is 2-2. So there's a couple of teams in the American Division that need some help to get into bracket play. Currently, your front runners to get there, Cape Cod, Charleston, and Ephrata. Count even at 1 on Chase Kemp. Then over to the National Division side. Mid-County, Texas with a 2-0 mark. You've got Moses Lake at 2-1. Blue Lick is 1-1. Tucson at 1-2, and Vancouver at 0-2. Shoved over in the direction of left field, and that will drop in as a 2-out single for Chase Kemp. So the Texas squad gets a base runner aboard with 2 away for Zach Freeze. So obviously in the National Division with a couple of wins, the teams that are in the driver's seat, Mid-County, Texas, and Moses Lake, if they win a game more, they are in. If Blue Lick can pick up a couple of victories, one here, and then again tomorrow, they're in. Tucson, Arizona, which they are going to be on the bubble should they win tomorrow, but still has a shot to get in. And really, Vancouver with a shot to get in as well. But again, 3 wins guarantee a spot. 4 guarantees you the top spot. And if you're 2-2, there's some question marks as to whether you get in or not. Zach Freeze, 1 ball, 1 strike. Connor McGrath, the EP, moves to the on-deck circle. Popped up. Over towards third. Coming in to make the catch is Noah Marion. And out goes the team from Texas. 1-2-3 in the top part of the first. 4th day of play underway in Washington. Back with the bottom of the first when we return.
The commercial pilot program at Big Bend teaches students to fly and gives them the ratings and certificates necessary to work as a commercial pilot. Many of our students come to the commercial pilot program with little or even no aviation experience. They'll start flying an aircraft on day 2, and they progress through training with an instructor to flying the aircraft by themselves, traveling to other airports throughout the Northwest, and then they get to learn to fly in a variety of different aircraft. Our students are all scheduled to fly twice a week at a minimum, and they will attend aviation ground school courses that are taught here on campus by the same instructors they fly with. The program operates 23 aircraft, mostly single-engine trainers. We also have multi-engine aircraft, as well as a float plane and a tailwheel aircraft. Moses Lake offers great weather for aviation and for training, with 5 runways at the airport, 13 approaches, a tower, and radar control. Our students also have the opportunity to operate in airspace that includes Boeing jets, the military, and lots of other flight training and testing activities.
Top part of the inning, Chase Kemp gets a base hit. 4 go up, 3 go down, 1 left to board. Looks like some signatures on a baseball, so maybe some souvenirs anticipated for later as we go inside the Blue Lick dugout. And speaking of Blue Lick, they are the gentlemen coming to the plate here in the bottom part of the first. The home team, Ryan Henson. He plays second and will bat first. The pitcher, Kevin McKnight, batting in the 2 spot. Slayton Robinson is the shortstop, hitting third. Noah Marion playing third, will bat fourth. Jacob Hayes, the first baseman's got the 5 spot. Zach Shirley is in left field, batting sixth. EH Zach Jones in the 7th spot. Nolan Cook playing right field and batting 8th. Hunter Burnett is behind the plate. He will hit 9th, and Logan Cook, the center fielder, in the 10 hole. All facing Brock Finn, who is on the hill for the Texas team. Behind the plate, Case Babineau. At first, Chase Kemp. Second baseman, Logan Lesjune. At shortstop, Zach Freeze. Third baseman is Zach Clark. In the outfield, Jacob Vaughn is in left. The center fielder is Cody Cobb. Right field belongs to Marcus Freeman. So you are set. Ryan Henson stepping into the batter's box. This is a loose as a goose Blue Lick Kentucky team. And you use what works for you, as it is 1 hop to first. Chase Kemp's got it over to first, gets Ryan Henson on the ground out for out number 1. Before the ball game, Blue Lick very loose. They almost have kind of a comedy type routine, but hey, it works for them. They're here. Some teams, it's tense. It's kind of a workman's type approach. Others, They relax. And this is a relaxed, laid-back team. I've been doing broadcasting now a little better than 40 years. Sports for about 35. I would say baseball, I don't know, maybe 25 to 30 of those 35 years. And I saw something yesterday I have never seen in a baseball game, and that was Slate Robinson do a cartwheel during a timeout. So it's a loose team, and it works for him. And speaking of Slate Robinson, he is on deck as Kevin McKnight bats with one away. 3-0 pitch into the strike zone. Blue Lick coming in with a 1-1 mark. They beat Tucson, Arizona 12-4. Lost to Moses Lake 10-zip. Another strike, and the count is full on McKnight. Mid-County, Texas, as I mentioned, one of only 2 teams and the only team in the National Division with an unbeaten mark. Outside of the strike zone, and Kevin McKnight given a walk. Texas knocking off Moses Lake 4-2 and Vancouver 6-1. So for this Mid-County Texas team, this is the first team they've played from out of the state of Washington, as it is fouled out of play. It is another hazy smoke-filled day. I understand there are forests in the upper regions of Washington state that are burning. As a matter of fact, more than 1 million acres have burned, and as a result, there is an air quality warning. I found it interesting that in the local newspaper that came out this morning, says the Grant County Health District has distributed a limited supply of N95 filter masks to area city halls. And that kind of tells you the air quality here. 1-2 on Slate Robinson. Wrapped over towards Kemp at first. It's foul, though. Noah Marion moving to the on-deck circle. The haze and smoke, though, today, as I've mentioned, our comparison is Friday. Friday, it was very smoky, very hazy. And my view towards center field, where there are trees and a hill beyond, you couldn't see the hill, the top of the hill. You could see barely above the treetop. Not like that today. It is definitively hazy, but you can see to the top of the hill beyond. Slate Robinson with a base runner on. That's McKnight at first. Launches this one into center field, and there's the first Kentucky base hit. And a couple of players aboard here in the bottom of the first.
Number 21, the third baseman, Noah Marion.
Noah Marion coming to the plate with 2 on. Jacob Hayes moves to the on-deck circle. According to the forecast here, temperature is expected to get up into the triple digits. It's currently 86, expecting 100 later on. But again, if you are from Kentucky, I'm from the very deep south. 100 in the deep south and 100 in Ephrata, Washington. They are certainly birds of a different color and feather. 2 completely different animals. It does not feel like 100 when it hits 100 here. On the outside part of the plate, 1 ball, couple of strikes on Noah Marion. 89 feels that way now. North-northeast winds at 6, 19% humidity. Visibility at 5 miles, and the UV index is at 6. 1 ball, couple of strikes on Noah Marion. Slate Robinson, Kevin McKnight on. McKnight walked, Robinson singled. This Blue Lick squad trying to hand the Texas team their first loss in pool play. Your officiating crew for this one. Behind the plate, Ricky Bryan. Jim Burns is at first. Brian Streggy at third. And a laboring Brock Finn as the count runs full at 3-2 on Noah Marion. And that will prompt catcher Case Babineau to go out and talk to his pitcher. The American flag in center field gives me an indication as to the winds currently blowing out at a decent clip, but carrying out, not into the face of the hitter. It is a park that has not been real kind to the home run hitter. Swing and a miss by Marion. As a matter of fact, last night's game was the first multi-homer game of the World Series. They went far beyond the wall, though. Some shots that there was no question about. And you want to see him again or see him for the first time? Well, you see on your scoreboard, hashtag Babe Ruth WS. Hashtag Babe Ruth WS. Now, if you already like us on Facebook, you already follow us on Twitter, you already know the clips are there. But if you don't or haven't, you can put that in. And for that matter, if you do and have, still put it in and it brings them all up. So you don't have to scoot around and find them. You can just scroll through the clips. And all the big plays from yesterday, all the big plays from the day before, all the big plays from today at hashtag Babe Ruth WS. And when you look at them, like them, love them, retweet them, share them, 3-1 on pace. Zach Shirley moves to the on-deck circle. Bottom of the first, scoreless. Kentucky trying to change that. And the count will run full on Jacob Hayes. Another full slate of games, 11-2, 5-8. Same thing for tomorrow as it's fouled out of play. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will feel like a piece of cake with only a couple of games on Thursday and Friday and the championship on Saturday. Here's the 3-2. Found a way again to stay at 3 balls and a couple of strikes. Likely before tonight's 8 o'clock game, because it has been the norm throughout the course of the previous 3 days, there will be recognitions of those who have been so vital in bringing the World Series to Ephrata. As this may be the last year for it, they say it will. Jacob Hayes getting his last look at a Brock Finn pitch in the first. Caught the outside part of the plate, couple of Ks for Finn. It is a scoreless bottom of the first, despite the walk and the hit. We go to the second here on JockJive.com, our coverage of the Babe Ruth World Series.
Hotel in Ephrata that offers large, clean, king and queen size bedrooms with microwaves, fridges, cable TV, HBO, ESPN, and more. Free coffee and free continental breakfast included as well. They also have fax services and high-speed internet available to all rooms, all for an unbelievable low price. I'm talking about the Ephrata Inn Motel, where it's their business to serve you. Call today toll-free at 877-454-3575, located at 848 Basin Street Southwest, the Ephrata Inn Motel.
On the left, the $6 footlong Subway Club with turkey, Black Forest ham, and roast beef. On the right, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki dripping in sweet onion sauce. 2 footlongs enter, none leave, because you ate them. The sweet onion chicken teriyaki and the Subway Club, they're footlongs and they're $6 each. Subway. So much sandwich.
We enter the second. Connor McGrath will start things off for Mid-County, Texas. Zach Clark, Case Babineau due up in the inning, too. Well, we know that 3's the magical number. 4 is a guarantee at the top spot in pool play. 3's the magic number, though, that gets you in. And here are the teams that are a win away from 3. In the American Division, Cape Cod, Charleston, Ephrata. In the National Division, Mid-County, Texas, and Moses Lake, Washington. Looking more and more, though, where the National Division is concerned, especially that 2 wins could very well get you in. Strike delivered to McGrath. Might have some tiebreaker scenarios, though, and of course, if you do get into a situation where you've got to go to one of the tiebreakers to determine who advances, obviously first in his head-to-head competition. Secondly, it is the team that has allowed the least number of runs of the 2 teams combined. And if you've got that scenario covered and you need another tiebreaker, leadoff single by Connor McGrath as he will deliver into left field. But if you need to go to tiebreaker number 3, then it is the run differential as you go from the top to the bottom of pool play. So let's say you are vying for that 3 spot and all the other tiebreaker scenarios have been met. Then you go and you look at the run differential in common teams from top to bottom. Zach Clark batting with a base runner on second, base hit of the ball game for Mid-County, Texas. By the way, hang on. I know we've had some texts already. Thank you very much. We will get to more in the 3rd and 4th. That's when we allot a time frame in which all those shout outs come in. We want you to be like people in the stands. Give you that opportunity. So in the 3rd and 4th innings, we will get to your shout outs. Count even at 1 on Clark. Case Babineau has moved to the on-deck circle. Slight lead at first by McGrath. Not a particularly large one with Hayes holding him on. There's another base hit deposited into right field. Meanwhile, heading towards third, McGrath, the throw, it is too tall. Marion reaches up, pulls it down, but not before McGrath winds up at third. Zach Clark takes the opportunity to go to second. Well, there you hear the comments coming from the Blue Lick dugout, encouraging Nolan Cook to hit cutoff. It is so tempting for a fielder to skip cutoff and try to gun down a runner. But the problem in this scenario illustrated well, when you throw to third to get McGrath, your odds of getting him aren't good. But what does become pretty good odds is that the guy at first will advance to second, and that's what Clark did. And there you got a good look at why you want to hit cutoff. But again, it is common of all ball players at all ages. Case Babineau with a couple of base runners aboard, an opportunity for Mid-County, Texas to grab an early lead in this one. Marcus Freeman moves to the on-deck circle. By the way, still looking for likes on Facebook. If you haven't already, please do. Yep, we got the goal of 10. Of course, you know how we are. We get the goal of 10 and we bump it to 11. Rap to Henson. And he's going to go to Marion, comes home and able to tag out the runner coming in. That is Hunter Burnett. And the put out works to perfection for Blue Lick as it goes 4-5-2 to get Connor McGrath.
Number 4, the right fielder, Marcus Coleman.
And the lead runner down. To third goes Clark. Babineau, the base runner, at first. One away for Marcus Freeman. Jacob Vaughn moves to the on-deck circle. But as I mentioned, yeah, the goal was 10. Now it's 11. When we get 11, we'll shoot for 12,000 likes. It's a never-ending pursuit of likes on Facebook. 10,127. And if you haven't liked this yet, please do. Jock Jive Sports. Put it in the search engine. Takes about a half minute to like us. And of course, we keep you updated with everything we're doing. Understand that the World Series we are covering in Alabama has hit a rain snag again. That's the kind of stuff that you know about that maybe others don't. As a matter of fact, if you follow us on Facebook, you knew why there was a 10-minute delay in getting this game started. That's the kind of info that we disseminate. Jock Jive Sports. And that is going to be a balk that brings in the run. Well, Kevin McKnight trying to pick off the runner, but instead commits the balk. And the ball will bring in Clark. It's a 1-zip advantage. Advancing to second is Babineau, base runner in scoring position for Marcus Freeman. Out of the strike zone, 3-1. Now, if you're going to follow us on Twitter, I encourage you to hang on a bit. In the 6th, we're going to recognize those who follow us during the course of inning number 6. Walk issued to Freeman, couple of base runners on. Freeman at first, at second, Babineau. Hey, by the way, also, when you like us on Facebook, do like they did earlier in the week in Nederland, Texas. If you got a watch party going on, take a shot of that watch party and send it to us. Share it with Jock Jive Sports. Bunted towards third, and coming off the bump to try to field is McKnight. He won't. Everybody is safe with the bases loaded with the guys wearing gray and white. Perfect placement by Vaughn. And that will become the 3rd base hit of the inning. It is the 4th overall for Mid-County, Texas, and the bases all loaded up. Brock Finn coming to the plate. The pitcher has an opportunity to aid his cause as he steps in with the bases full, 1 away. Cody Cobb moves to the on-deck circle. Into the strike zone, 0-1. Well, don't forget, coming up in the 3rd and 4th, your shout-outs will send them to those watching in all parts of Kentucky, Texas, Washington, and everywhere in between. 0-2 now on Brock Finn. 1 run in. Finn's got the bases loaded. When you get to the bottom part of the 2nd, Zach Shirley, Zach Jones, Nolan Cook all coming to the plate. There is a pretty pleased for the moment Texas dugout. Low for ball 2. Got a 1-zip lead to the bases full. Hunter Burnett will walk out to the hill to have a conversation with his pitcher, Kevin McKnight. And here comes Ryan Hinson from second as well. Conversation's over. Burnett will get back behind home plate. Hinson back to second, back up onto the bump. Climbs Kevin McKnight. Count even at 2 apiece. Brock Finn with the bases full. If you are McKnight, you can ill afford to walk Finn. That would bring in a run. And now the count full. A walk is a run. Babineau is at 3rd. Freeman at 2nd. Vaughn, the base runner, at 1st. And there is the walk issued after the count went 0-2. McKnight 4 straight out of the strike zone. Finn is walked. In comes Babineau. And the base is still loaded as we go back to the top of the order. Cody Cobb, who lined out to second base, gets another at bat in the 2nd inning. Logan Lejeune moves to the on-deck circle. Line to second, underneath Hinson's mitt into center field. Freeman will come in and score. Everybody else puts on the brakes. And it's a 3-0 Mid-County, Texas lead. Cody Cobb with the RBI single. Vaughn to 3rd, Finn to 2nd, Cobb the base runner at 1st as Logan Lejeune comes to the plate. He struck out in the 1st, 1 strikeout for Kevin McKnight thus far in the game, and that was obviously Lejeune in the 1st inning. It drops low and inside for ball 1. Chase Kemp moving to the on-deck circle. A 3-zip Texas lead in the 2nd. 1 run comes in on the balk. A run comes in on the walk. And then a run comes in on the single. 1-0 pitch delivered into center field. Vaughn will come in and score. It's station to station currently, and wait a minute, somebody's in trouble. You got two guys at third. Is it going to pay off? It will. That's living right. And then a throw around by Kentucky brings in another run. Well, the problem started when Colby Cobb decided, you know, I'm not going to hang around second. I'll just trot on to third, which forced Brock Finn to come on in and score. And then Cobb followed, and all the way to third goes Lejeune. It is now a 6-zip score.
From 13, the first baseman, Chase Kemp.
And a couple of errors charged, as well as the single by Lejeune that brought in one run. So one of the 3 runs in the Lejeune at bat credited to Logan. The other 2 runs that score because of errors. Popped up by Kemp. Back onto the grass. Hinson, he will make the catch. And there's 2 away. The 10th at bat in the inning coming to the plate, Zach Freeze. And Texas has hopped on Kentucky here early with 6 runs here in the second inning. Connor Freeze with the fly out to third in the first. Connor McGrath, who began the inning with a single, has moved to the on-deck circle. Into the strike zone to Freeze. Blulick trying to get to the bottom part of the inning when Zach Shirley, Zach Jones, and Nolan Cook will all come to the plate. Count evens at 1. Well, you got a long way to go, but this Texas squad trying to keep that mark unblemished and be the first to get the 3. It gets away from Burnett. In from third comes Lejeune. It's a 7-zip score. The base is now cleared, a 2-1 count on Freeze. And it has been a big inning for Texas, plating a total of 7 runs. Here is the 2-1 offering to Freeze. Into right field. And the guy that started off the innings coming to the plate.
Number 18 makes the player, Connor McGrath.
Connor McGrath, who had a single. He comes into the contest again in the second with a base runner aboard over at first. That is Zach Freeze. Low and inside with the opening pitch. Well, yesterday a relatively light schedule in Major League Baseball, which would lead one to believe today's schedule won't be so light. Everything starts later on. Nationals have the Marlins, Pirates the Tigers, Yankees and Blue Jays, Rockies and Indians, Padres and Reds, Mets and Rangers. Red Sox will take on the Rays. Braves have the Phillies. White Sox the Astros, Twins the Brewers, Royals the Cards, Diamondbacks the Dodgers. Athletics will take on the Mariners. Into Robinson, bobbles it, but able to get it over to second to be able to get Zach Freeze. Put out goes 6-4 for out number 3, but 11 come to the plate, and 7 will come in and score for Texas. They take a 7-zip lead into the bottom part of inning number 2. Blulick will try to start the rebound as we head to the bottom of the second.
Today's Best Western is more rewarding than ever. Rewards members get our best rates every stay. And with rewards points that never expire, you get more free nights at over 4,200 hotels worldwide, gift cards, and instant rewards. Now get a $10 gift card with every night you stay. Let's go get rewarded. Book now at bestwestern.com.
Before the final touches were made, before the swing was built, before the trees were there, before the holes were dug, before any of that, a call was made so all underground lines could be marked. So the holes could be dug, the trees could be planted, the swing could be built, and the final touches made to a picture-perfect project. Dream, plan, prepare. Call 811 before you dig.
A 7-run top part of the inning. We go to the bottom part of inning number 2. Zach Shirley starting things off. Zach Jones, Nolan Cook, your double dose of Z. Zach and Zach to start things off. Brock Finn's got to feel fairly comfortable with a 7-run lead here after a couple of innings. Of course, you've seen some pitchers that get to feeling too comfortable with big leads and maybe lose the focus just a tad. So Brock Finn will try to guard against that with the count even at 1. Zach Shirley, the left fielder, 1-1 offering. Fouled back, 1-2. Well, I gave you almost the entire Major League Baseball schedule for today. Missed the Angels and Orioles and the Giants and Cubs. So almost everybody playing, they just play later on. Not a lot later, though. I continue to forget we're about 2 to 3 hours behind most everybody else. It's just a little bit before 12 here in the Louisville, Kentucky area. It's what, a little bit before 4? Or maybe 3? Three balls, couple of strikes on Zach Shirley. Again, a recap of the top part of the second. 11 go to the plate. A total of 6 base hits. 7 will come in and score. Swing a miss, and Zach Shirley is out number 1. Nobody with an extra base hit. All hits, though, were singles. So it wasn't this big explosive attack from the standpoint of bombs or doubles or triples. Just solid base hitting. Zach Jones, who started yesterday as the pitcher for this Blue League squad, then went to first. Today is the extra hitter. 1 away as Nolan Cook has moved to the on-deck circle. Shot towards short. Freeze has got it. Rocket over to first, and Jones out number 2. You know, by the way, don't you, that in the third we begin to take your shout-outs. Of course, shout-outs already starting to flow in, but that's when we officially get into shout-outs, and where you see 16-18 World Series and hashtag Babe Ruth WS. You're going to see the number 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385, and we'll take your shout-outs. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, hashtag WS. There's a reason it's there. Not just there to look pretty. It's there because that's what guides you on social media to all the clips of the big plays in the World Series. The home runs, the great catches, the triple plays. Intelage June at second. And a trot down from Cook. He knew that he was about to become a 4-3. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second. We go to the third. Texas with a 7-run lead.
Paul Lozier was a Grant County farmer who supported a number of community causes throughout his lifetime. He created the Paul Lozier Charitable Foundation to continue his charitable giving. The Paul Lozier Scholarship Foundation provides scholarships to students attending colleges within Washington. To learn more, please visit the Lozier Foundation website at www.lozier.org or find us on Facebook. The Paul Lozier Foundation, a legacy of charitable giving.
Whether you're looking for a bigger car to support your growing family, a new truck for your business, or something to pull that toy of yours, we've got you covered at Barry Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Ephrata. Come see us today and learn why your family, friends, and neighbors buy their cars at Barry. On Basin Street for more than 35 years, and with locations in Moses Lake and Wenatchee, we are one great place to buy a car. Call or click 754-2411 or barrysaves.com.
We head to the top of the third, mid part of the order. Zach Clark will start things off. McKnight had gone to the hill, but then coach comes out of the dugout and says, you guys, flip-flop. Noah Marion and Kevin McKnight. So McKnight goes to third, And Noah Marion will now pitch for Blue Lick.
Because it's cooler in here than
So where McKnight is concerned, he will officially work a couple of innings, strike out 1. He will face a total of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hitters. Give up the 7 hits and the 7 runs. And he will exit the game. Or at least exit the hill. McKnight staying in, but he will now play third. And Noah Marion getting his warm-up tosses. Not sure when the decision was made by coach, but it apparently was not an instantaneous one because, as I mentioned, McKnight went out onto the hill. Did not begin his warm-up tosses, though, but he had gone to the hill. Coach comes out of the dugout, gets the attention of the plate umpire, Ricky Bryan, and makes the change, and Noah Marion will be pitching. 7-zip score here in the top of the third. Zach Clark, Case Babineau, Marcus Freeman due up in the inning. And since we're in the third, you know the process. 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385. You send shout-outs, we read them. And you probably know by now, here's what we're looking for. The shout-out, where you're watching from, and how about this, since it is a work day. If you're watching at work and the boss doesn't care that you watch at work, why don't you send us where you are working from, and we will get a little free pub out to that business. Rooting for you, Bubba. Go Blue Lick. Number 19, Hunter Burnett. Love Danny. Play your game, Blue Lick, and nothing can hold you back, from Coach Capehart. A big shout out to Hunter Burnett and Blue Lick from Uncle Mike in Barnesville, Ohio. Good luck, Blue Lick, from the Walls in Louisville, Kentucky. Hashtag Babe Ruth WS, we love you. Brock Finn from Mom and Dad and Nana and Poppy Wood and Paw Finn and Nanny Karen. Zach Clark starting off the inning. Noah Marion, couple of pitches outside of the strike zone. Good luck, Zach Jones, from your baby brother Bradley. Fouled out of play. Looking great, boys. Screaming loud from home. Go Papa. Love Case and Lillian Tinsley. Shout out to Mid-County number 7, Cody Cobb. Dad and Michelle watching from Nederland, Texas. Go Nederland. Here is the 2-1 offering to Zach Clark. And he steps forward to avoid being hit by the Marion pitch. Clark had a single, came in and scored on a balk in the second. Awfully close to popping Clark, and on the replay, looks like it might have even nibbled him, but either way, he's off to first. This time with a walk, and Clark aboard for Case Babineau. Marcus Freeman moves to the on-deck circle. Shout out to Zach Clark from Paw and Granny in Silsbee, Texas. Big shout out to Colby Cobb, number 7, and the whole Mid-County team, the Litchfields. Go Peanut, hit a dinger for the boys back home. Go Noah Marion, watching from home in Louisville, Kentucky. Love Mom and Dice. Into the strike zone to Case Babineau. Babineau wrapped into a 5-4-2 putout that got Connor McGrath heading from third to home. That happened in the second inning. Nobody gone, base runner on, 0-1 pitch to Babineau. It misses and the count evens. Marcus Freeman is on deck. Keep rolling, Mid-County, Texas. Bring home the hardware from the Hiltz crew in Nederland, Texas. You have this Jacob Hayes and Slayton Robinson watching you at Farmer in Louisville. Love you guys. 2-1 on Case Babineau. 7 runs plate in the second for Mid-County, Texas. Cobb, Lejeune, Clark, Babineau, Freeman, Vaughn, and Finn. As this one is rolled foul. Good luck, Zach Shirley and Blue Lick team from family in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to Hunter Burnett Chin-up kid. Let's turn this around. Aaron and Stephanie Burnett in Louisville, Kentucky. And by the way, the 8-hitter playing right field, Marcus Foreman. And I'm sure the roster has Foreman. It does. It's just the old guys' aged eyes. So, yeah, we certainly want to make sure that we get names right. Marcus Foreman. Thank you very much for the correction. Count full, 3-2 on Case Babineau. It is Marcus Foreman that has moved to the on-deck circle. Popped up over to the right side. And Hinson able to get over from second to make the catch for out number 1. 1 away. Clark stays at first. Marcus Foreman coming to the plate. Foreman with a walk and a run scored in the second. Jacob Vaughn moves to the on-deck circle.
Number 4, right fielder Marcus Foreman.
More shout-outs. This one to Hunter Burnett from Louisville, Kentucky. Go Blue Lick. Shout-out to Zach Fries from Aunt Glenna in Nederland. Love that your dad is letting me watch this at work. Well, we're glad to have you watching at work. Slater, we love you. Yim and the Cooks from your mama. Here's the 0-1 offering to Foreman. There you see the lead of Clark over at first, bunted towards third, but over into foul territory. That will turn the count to 0-2 on Foreman and get Clark back to first. Let's go Blue Lick and Bryce. Start having fun and play your kind of ball. You can do this, Mama Z. Go number 13 and number 6, Chase and Connor Kemp from your sister all the way from Los Angeles, California. Thanks so much for watching in LA. 0-2 pitch to Foreman. Foul tipped right back into the mid of Burnett, and Foreman is out number 2. Noah Marion picking up his first strikeout of the game.
Number 1, the left fielder, Jacob Vaughn.
And Jacob Vaughn will come to the plate, trying to move Clark over. Got a leadoff walk. Since then, Babineau has popped out and Foreman has struck out. Vaughn with a single his last at bat. Runner takes off, throw down. Robinson not able to get it too far to the third base side. And a stolen base for Clark has Mid-County, Texas with a base runner in scoring position. Watching from work in Beaumont, Texas. Get it done. Cody Cobb, love mom. Out of the strike zone, 2-0 to Vaughn. Back it goes to the backstop, and off to third goes Clark. So in the Vaughn at bat, Clark steals second, and on the wild toss goes to third. So a base runner now 90 feet from home for Jacob Vaughn. Brock Finn moving to the on-deck circle. Texas scoreless in the first, lots of runs scored in the second, and batting here in the third with a base runner at third, but 2 gone. Shout out to Zach Shirley from your favorite brother Mikey. It is popped up in center field. Catch is made there by Logan Cook. And Vaughn represents out number 3. A base runner gets on with a leadoff walk. That is Zach Clark, made his way to third, but that's as far as it goes. We head to the bottom part of the bottom of the third. And to the bottom of the order. Burnett, Cook, and Hinson for Blue Lick after the break.
Are your kids rough on your furniture? Things looking a little run down? Then come to More Furniture in Ephrata and we can help get things back in order. We have all the top name brands made with strong quality support, including Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. Because whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. The next time your furniture is in need of some replacing, stop into More Furniture in Ephrata, locally owned and trusted for over 100 years.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Hitless top of the third. One runner left on, though. Three have been stranded by Mid-County, Texas. We had the bottom part of the order. In the bottom of the third, Hunter Burnett will lead things off. Logan Cook, Ryan Henson due up in the inning, too. Hunter Burnett getting his first at-bat of the contest here in the third. Go Cody Cobb. Love you from Meemaw. Go Mid-County, Uncle Ben, Aunt Renee, Aunt Betty, Cousin Malcolm. Watching your favorite Texas player, Zach Clark from Pearland, Texas. Jason Kaywood watching from work in Nederland. Go Mid-County. Swing and a miss by Burnett. Blue Lick has had a couple of base runners. They came back-to-back. McKnight was issued a walk in the first, and then Slayton Robinson had a single to center field. Go McMo, Love Grammy, and Peepaw. Shout out to the shout-outer, Stephanie Burnett in Louisville, Kentucky. Thanks so much. Shout out to the Kim family from the Simons. Good luck, guys. Count evens at 2 on Burnett. Go Cody Cobb from your family in Mauriceville, Texas. Watching at the shop with the ladies. Hi, ladies. Thanks for watching. Gus Orna watching from home in Nederland, Texas. Good spot to watch the game. Big shout out to Hunter Burnett and Blue Lick from Dawn Ford in Belmont, Ohio. Watching the boys from Nederland all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jake Garrett and Blake Laughlin. I think that might be our first New Mexico shout out. Shout out to Marcus, Mid-County team number 4 from Hayden and Will. 2 Wills, 1 Planet Bike Shop, Costa Mesa, California. Get the win. Drops in low, count goes full, 3-2 on Hunter Burnett. Come on, number 13, you guys got this. Love you, Meg, Zach, Leo, and Renly from Louisville. And to mention, if you got the big watch party going on, as the walk is issued to Burnett, and the first base runner since the first inning is on for Blue Lick. But did I mention that if you got the big watch party going on, why not just share a photo of the watch party to our Facebook page? Go to Facebook, share it with Jock Jive Sports. Way to play Mid-County. Go Zach Freeze from Nederland, Texas, from Uncle Bubba. 0-1 on Logan Cook. Ryan Henson moves to the on-deck circle, high and inside, and the count will even up. Shout out to Mid-County boys from Big Ned and Geronimo. Shout out to Jacob Logan and the rest of the Texas team. Keep rolling. Colt Services watching. Come on, Ryan Henson. You go, we go. Come on, Hunter Burnett. Hit a home run. Watching from Louisville, Kentucky. Way outside with a Brock Finn pitch. 3-1 on Logan Cook. Finn with a walk in the first of McKnight. Already a walk in the third with Burnett over at first. And now he will walk Logan Cook. So a couple of base runners aboard as we go back to the top of the order. Ryan Henson, who ground out to first, coming to the plate, and back-to-back walks, gets Brock Finn a visit. It is a 7-zip score, but all coaches and players know all too well that leads don't necessarily hold up, even big leads. I've mentioned in years gone by of doing a JUCO baseball game where one team had an 11-zip lead after 3, and by the time they got to the 8th, it was tied at 18. So you never know in the world of baseball.
Hey, Ryan, good on it, babe. Okay. Go, Ryan. Keep it going, buddy. Keep it going. Come on now.
My producer was telling me about a game that he covered. I wasn't actually there for a Gulf South Conference game where one team led the other 16-zip and the other team comes back and scores 19 in a row to win it. So you never know. Ryan Hinson, the left-hander, couple of base runners on. Blue Lick, Kentucky looking for their second base hit of the ball game. Their first one came from Slayton Robinson, who is a couple of at-bats away. Go Blue Lick. You know how to win. So let's get it started. Go Nolan Cook and Bryce Zachary from Grammy and Paw Paw in Louisville. Let's go Zach Shirley and Blue Lick from Abby and Nathan in Louisville, Kentucky. And it is Roby Shank, by the way, I understand. Of course, Roby got the start yesterday for the Blue Lick team. And he's rooting on this Blue Lick squad from the dugout, but thank you for the pronunciation. And Blue Lick, you have got a fan in the form of Nana and Pop in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. The strikeout of Ryan Hinson is out number one. Apparently that conversation with teammates had an influence on Brock Finn after issuing a couple of walks. One to Burnett and one to Cook. He then strikes out Hinson. Kevin McKnight coming to the plate. Waiting for another grand slam from Chase Kemp, number 13. Good luck Mid-County from Abby, watching from Nederland, Texas. By the way, that big grand slam, it's already on Facebook and Twitter, and a lot of folks loving it, sharing it, retweeting it. Hashtag Babe Ruth WS. Get you access. 1-1 pitch. High inside, 2-1. Big Mama, Nanny, and Paw Paw are proud of you, Cody Cobb. Keep it up. Go Burke Badon, watching from school in Mid-County. Your sister loves you. Yep, a lot of school back in. Not all parts of the country, but many parts of the country. Back to school. Love you, Marcus Foreman, from your Arnaud family.
That's it, babe.
Shout out to Cody Cobb, Mid-County number 7. Momo and Pawpaw watching from Nederland, Texas. Go Mid-County. Shout out to Marcus Foreman, number 4 from Port Neches. Love you, Uncle Mark and Aunt Shanna. Griffin and Cooper get the win. After the strikeout of Hinson, it's back to a walk for Brock Finn. He's issued 3 in the inning and has loaded things up for Slayton Robinson. Burnett goes to third. Cook is at second. McKnight, the base runner, at first. All compliments of Brock Finn walks. And Blue Lick with the bases loaded, 1 away for Slayton Robinson. Pitch low and the count goes even. Here is the 1-1 Finn toss. Just missed outside, maybe a tad high too. Shout out to my Texas boys, hashtag FTBT. From Landon Hiltz at Nederland Bulldogs football practice. Count evens up at 2 as it's fouled off by Robinson. Noah Marion moving to the on-deck circle. Yeah, football's just around the bend. High school starts in a couple of weeks. Our coverage will begin on the 24th as we head to Milledgeville, Georgia for Georgia Military in junior college. And then, of course, we've got some high school ball on the 25th as we head to Bluefield, West Virginia, and the Bluefield-Graham game. Shout out to Logan Lejeune from Momo and Pop from Groves, Texas. Count even at 2 on Slayton Robinson. Here is the 2-2 Finn offering. Right over Finn's mitt. Stepping on the bag at second is Lejeune, firing over to first. Could not get Robinson, but did skim, I thought. And yeah, now confirming there at third is umpire Brian Straggy that Lejeune skimmed that toe over the bag while fielding. And got McKnight. 1 run comes in. Burnett will score from third. Cook now at third. On the other corner, Robinson. There's 2 gone, and Noah Marion steps in a 7-1 game. And where Blue Lick is concerned, they didn't necessarily have to. They certainly wouldn't mind getting all runs back in a single inning, but it's starting to chip away at that lead. At least get rid of the goose egg. Couple of runs here, couple of runs there. Noah Marion, a strikeout victim in the first. One of 4 strikeouts for Brock Finn. Out of the strike zone again, 2-0. Shout-out says, we got this comeback. Let's get a point on the board. Hunter Burnett from your brother Kyle. Go Blue Lick. Big cut, no contact. We're so proud of you, Cody Cobb. From Casey and Corey Guidry watching in Groves, Texas. Good luck, Logan Lejeune from Momo and Paul Lejeune in Groves, Texas. Count evens up 2 apiece. Jacob Hayes on deck. Here's the 2-2 offer and comes in low, and the count runs full. Hits in the first out of the inning on the strikeout, and then the nice play at second by Logan Lejeune. Got out number 2 on the 6-4 putout. So runners at first and third, payoff pitch. High, inside, the walk is issued. That is the 4th one of the inning for Finn. And it loads things up again. Marion at first, Robinson is at second, Cook the base runner at third. And I believe this is the second visit to Finn in the inning, which means he is done, and they new guys coming in. Had a little problems finding the strike zone in the third. Issuing 4 walks, giving up a run. He will leave the new pitcher when we return to Ephrata.
Golfers, challenge yourself this season at Gamble Sands in Brewster, Washington, just 33 miles from Lake Chelan. Hi, Kevin Calabro here. You know, every Gamble Sands round is a fabulous bucket list experience. Gamble Sands was designed by David McClay Kidd, author of The Bandon Dunes. Go to GambleSands.com and take a look at this place. You'll see why Golf Digest and Golf Magazine recognize Gamble Sands as the best new course of 2014. Certainly is mine. Make your tee times now at GambleSands.com.
Well, there you get a good look at the new pitcher from Mid-County, Texas. If he looks familiar, that's because he was previously over at first. Chase Kemp will move to the mound.
Now pitching for Mid-County, number 13, Chase Kemp.
Brandon Morse has entered the game at first. So Brandon Morse is the new first baseman. He will likely, and I will put him down in my book, as batting in the 10 spot for Brock Finn. Meanwhile, moving to the mound, Chase Kemp. Brock Finn, 2 1/3 innings of work. 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, 1 hit given up, 1 run thus far. And of course the base is all loaded up, so the 3 that are on are his responsibility. Into the strike zone to Jacob Hayes. And there's 3 aboard. Noah Marion at first, Slate Robinson at second, Logan Cook is at third. A little better than an hour into the game, and we're into the bottom of the third. For the most part, short games. 2 hours or less during the World Series. Did have a 2-hour, 23-minute game yesterday. This one, at least at this point, has got the makings of a rather long contest. Currently an hour in and not out of the third. When we do get to the fourth, 10, 1, and 2 due up. Brandon Morse, Cody Cobb, Logan Lejeune. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Stays outside, 1-2. Chase Kemp trying to tempt Jacob Hayes with something relatively close, but outside. Good luck to the number 13, 11 miss you. Hit another grand slam. Chase Kemp from Abbey. It stays 1 ball and a couple of strikes. Good luck, Mid-County from the Matisses. Go Hunter Burnett, our MVP, number 19, we love you. Go Blue Lick from Shemp Realty. Shout out to my state champion brothers, Logan Jacob from D Dollar in College Station, Texas. One ball, couple of strikes on Jacob Hayes. Come on, guys, you got this. Let's go. Michael and Jackie in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Here is the 1-2 offering from Kemp. Just missed outside. I mentioned yesterday to somebody I was talking with about some games are just as long as others, but just seem longer or seem shorter. Wrapped right back to Kemp. Fields on the 1-hop. Over to first and gets the out. This would fit into a game that does indeed feel long. It's just the third we've wrapped up. Going to the fourth in a 7-1 contest, Texas.
Pilot program at Big Bend teaches students to fly and gives them the ratings and certificates necessary to work as a commercial pilot. Many of our students come to the commercial pilot program with little or even no aviation experience. They'll start flying an aircraft on day 2, and they progress through training with an instructor to flying the aircraft by themselves, traveling to other airports throughout the Northwest, and they get to learn to fly in a variety of different aircraft. Our students are all scheduled to fly twice a week at a minimum, and they will attend aviation ground school courses that are taught here on campus by the same instructors they fly with. The program operates 23 aircraft, mostly single-engine trainers. We also have multi-engine aircraft, as well as a float plane and a tailwheel aircraft. Moses Lake offers great weather for aviation and for training, with 5 runways at the airport, 13 approaches, a tower, and radar control. Our students also have the opportunity to operate in airspace that includes Boeing jets, the military, and lots of other flight training and testing activities.
We enter the top of the 4th, bottom of the order. Brandon Morris will start things off. Cody Cobb, Logan Lejeune, 2 up in the inning, 2. 7-7-0, 1-1-2. Your line score, Nederland, Texas, Louisville, Kentucky. Pool play in the World Series. Day number 4 of a 5-day pool play. Our producer has pointed out to me one of the things that I would typically grab hold of, those insignificant facts. The fact that you can divide the hits into the runs or vice versa, come up with 1. I know that's not real significant, just interesting. Brandon Morse getting his first at-bat of the ball game. Brock Finn was in this spot previously. Finn walked with the bases loaded, and a run came in. Cody Cobb, Logan Lejeune, 2 up in the inning, 2. Well, thus far, second inning's been primarily it. 7 runs scored in the top part of inning number 2 for Mid-County, Texas. That's been it for Texas. Meanwhile, the bottom of the 3rd saw a run come in for Blue Lick, Kentucky, and that's been all we've had thus far. Still got the shout-out number posted. We still do those through the 4th, so if you have not, still got time. Big shout-out to Hunter Burnett and Blue Lick from the Lucas family in Barnesville, Ohio. Good luck, Marcus Foreman, Aunt Nancy, Uncle Vernon Primo. Big shout out to Cody Cobb, Mid-County number 7, watching from Nederland, Texas, Uncle Chris Biggin Cobb. Count even at 2 on Morse. Out of the strike zone. Morse was in the starting lineup for this Texas team in the opening day. As a matter of fact, until we had a home run, which was not on the opening day of play, this guy had hit the furthest most shot right to the edge of the fence in that opening game. Fouled off there, and the count is full. Send it out of the park, 3:21 down the lines. The gaps, 346 to right, 336 to left. And dead away center field is 366 feet away. Please don't hit it a little off center to the left and about 375 feet, or we may be in some trouble, and you won't get a center field shot. One away here in the fourth.
Center fielder Cody Cobb.
One away for Cody Cobb. Cobb with a line out to second in the first, had an RBI single in the second, batting here in the fourth. Logan Lejeune moving to the on-deck circle. Noah Marion got a piece of Cobb. Got him on the tricep. He'll go down to first. So a base runner on for Logan Lejeune. Chase Kemp moves to the on-deck circle. 7 hits in the game for Mid-County, Texas, and 6 of the 7 hits came in the second inning. Out of the strike zone to Lejeune. He is struck out. He is singled, 1 for 2. With an RBI and a run scored, Chase Kemp would be next. When you get to the bottom part of the fourth, the 2 Zacks, Shirley and Jones, and Nolan Cook due up in the inning too. It is the hit and run, and taking off is Cobb, and he's going to be able to dive back in safely. Popped up to first. Catch made there by Hayes. Trying to get back to the bag and get the double play, but Cobb able to put on the brakes, and there you see him going, oh boy.
Number 13, pitcher Chase Kemp.
Dives. Ooh, man, that is close. That was close. Let's take another look. There is the catch by Hayes. Ah, he might have got him. Let's take a look at it from a different angle and see if that hand got on the bag. From that angle, looks like he got the hand on the bag first. Well, we talked about it a year ago, and I think the 6-man crew 1 year ago for the World Series here in Ephrata, the umpiring crew, the same as this year, they do an outstanding job. I mean, everybody's going to miss one. In whatever job you do, you're going to make mistakes, and this is the job they do. They're going to miss something, but boy, it seems to be so rare, and even those extremely close plays. So safely back goes Cobb. Lejeune with a flyout, and now Kemp with a flyout. Kemp does it to center field. Lejeune did it to first. One base runner gets on as a hit batsman. Nobody comes in and scores, and they're still rocking along, heading to the bottom of the fourth, the final part of your shout-outs. And Shirley Jones and Cook coming up for Blue Lake.
Come along now, join the fun in beautiful Grant County, Washington. Our lakes just can't be beat, our friends you'll love to meet in beautiful Grant County, Washington. Grant County.
Call 800-992-6234 or tourgrantcounty.com. Brought to you by the Grant County Tourism Commission.
Right here in the Columbia Basin, located in Moses Lake, we've got a locally owned, operated car rental agency with a great selection of late model clean cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. They do direct billing to insurance companies when that unexpected accident happens and your car is laid up for that little moment. They're open 6 days a week with a new building and new location. 15 years of service to the Columbia Basin. Advance Rent-A-Car. Call them today, 765-39...
We head to the bottom of the fourth. Zach Shirley will start things off. Gander inside the Texas dugout. Right now enjoying a 7-1 lead. You know, typically I think you enjoy a 6-run advantage. What may not make it quite as enjoyable for the Texas squad is that it all came in one inning, and really they've not been able to put anything together in the first, third, or fourth. But what has got to, at least for the moment, be heartening to them and disheartening for Blue Lick is that Blue Lick has only been able to play a run in the third. Well, there you got a little guy dragging the field with the big guys, and okay, it takes about 4 strides for the little guy as compared to 1 for the adults, but he's taking the lead. You know, I really like, I noticed actually a couple of days ago, the fact that these adults and the maintenance crew have included the children. It is always good to establish a work ethic in youngsters at any age. So it has been encouraging to see these guys with their children out and helping, not just sitting on the sidelines, but helping. Zach Shirley starting things off. He struck out in the second. Zach Jones, Nolan Cook due up in the inning too. A little dirt on one's hands ain't never hurt nobody. 1-1 pitch. 1 ball, couple of strikes. Shout out to Zach Clark from Hardin County, where you got your start. And Primo, the name of the folks that had shouted in earlier. Well, thank you very much. And thanks for the kind comments. And anytime you know there's a need, go ahead and put that pronunciation guide along with it. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, like on day 1, I can get tangled up on Smith and Jones. So if it's something a little unusual and you want to stick a pronunciation guide along, please do. We take those shout outs through the fourth. So you've got about 3 more outs in which to send them if you would like. Zach Shirley struck out in the second inning. He was the first out of the inning. Zach Jones will follow. Wrapped over towards Freeze at short. Too tall with the toss over to first. That will be the first Texas error. And it will have Zach Shirley on. And the leadoff batter aboard for Blue Lick.
Number 30, the extra player, Zach Jones.
So a base runner on Zach Shirley. Zach Jones comes to the plate. Mid-County Texas proved 1 big inning can give you a sizable lead. Well, where Blue Lick is concerned, 1 big inning can eliminate a sizable lead. We will see if it is the fourth. Pitch out of the strike zone to Jones, 1-0. Nolan Cook on deck. That might be caught. Nope. It was trapped, according to first base umpire Jim Burns. And I can hear Burns saying it wasn't even close. A little difficult to see there because of the pole structure. Let's see if we can get a view here. If our camera went far enough over into foul territory to get a look. Well, you've got an appeal. And apparently Jim Burns just says, listen, I'll go ask. But it certainly looks like it caught ground, although our angles are inhibited a little bit. But I did hear Burns, I think it was, say, listen, it wasn't even close. But now the officials will confer. Again, my monitor does not give me the ability to see where he reached out and whether he made the catch. This is our best angle, and there again, the pole creates a problem. And difficult to see for sure there. popped up in the direction of right center field, and that one will hit and roll all the way to the wall. That has got Zach Shirley on his way home. The throw not there. It gets beyond catcher Case Babineau, and that allows Zach Jones to pull into third. So Shirley will come in and score the triple by Jones. He is now at third. Nolan Cook coming to the plate.
For 34, the right fielder, Nolan Cook.
I can tell you one guy who was glad that the catch wasn't made over at first by Brandon Morse. That's the guy that just delivered the triple and the RBI, Zach Jones. Drives it towards the gap. This one driven right at second baseman Logan Lejeune. He will go over to first, get Cook on the 4-3, but Zach Jones will come in and score. And it's now a 7-3 game. And again, where Blue Lick is concerned, it's not necessary that you get all the runs back in one inning. It's necessary when you get down by 7, as they were to begin with, that you start chipping away at the lead at clips of at least 1 to 2 per inning. Hunter Burnett delivering into right field. And the one-out single has a base runner aboard for Logan Cook. So Blue Lick trying to mount the comeback. Into the strike zone, strike one on Logan Cook. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Keep working hard, Mid-County. We're proud to call y'all our hometown boys. Love the Broussards. Into the strike zone on Logan Cook. And he is out number 2 as we go back to the top of the order. Shout out to Mr. Cody Cobb, number 7, from your favorite kiddos at Almost Home. We love you. Go get them. And love the picture. Wow, got a lot of folks with signs. Go Cody. We are Mid-County. We are number 1. Good luck. And I'm talking a ton of youngsters. About, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 watching the game. Well, thank you very much. Great to have you watching down in Texas. Foul back by Ryan Hinson. 2 gone, Burnett on, 2 runs in, 7-3 ball game, bottom of the 4th. Into the strike zone, 0-2. Whole family here again, watching our number 3, go Babineau, and all of MC. We love you. Into the strike zone, out goes Hinson, left on is Burnett, but a couple of runs come in and score. Blue Lick within 4. Mid-County would like to pull away again. See what they do in the top of the 5th. Hey, thanks for all the shout-outs. And at Almost Home, thanks for watching the game. All of you who are watching wherever you may be. We got the 5th coming up.
Sure, WA Trustology is about sharing our financial expertise and helping our clients succeed. But it's also about helping local families enjoy a more festive holiday season. making sure parents have the supplies they need, and giving local charities everything they can grab in 90 seconds. It's employees who have a passion for serving their neighbors and the communities they live in. When you see Washington Trust's crew in blue doing their thing, that's WaTrustology in action. See more at WaTrustology.
Mid-County 7, Blue Lake 3.
Top of the fifth, near the mid part of the order. Zach Freeze will start things off. Connor McGrath, Zach Clark due up in the inning two. I know we're through the fourth, and that's our time reserved for shout-outs, but got a few to get to. And we technically haven't started the fifth. So here we go. Shout-out from Hannah at WKU to Nick. Killing first base coach as usual. Good luck, babe. Nice hit, Hunter, Gary, and Shelley. Nice shot, Hunter. That a boy. Shout out from Chad in Bradenton, Florida. So thank you very much for shout outs as we get into the fifth. Hey, got one more task for you if you don't mind. Follow us on Twitter. Now don't do it yet. Wait till the 6th. And we'll recognize you by shouting out your Twitter handle. It's a shout out in reverse from us to you. Well, there you saw the line score. It hasn't changed much for Texas since the second inning. The lone exception is the 2 errors that have now been committed. But it has had a bit of a change for Blue Lake as they have plated 3 runs on 3 hits. Zach Freeze starting things off here in the 5th. A look at the rest of your day coming up next. It's Charleston, Missouri, the Fighting Squirrels and Cape Cod. That's going to be an interesting game. Big matchup coming up next. Out of the strike zone. Then you've got Surrey County, North Carolina, and Mount Olive, New Jersey. Those are 2 teams that are struggling to battle towards the possibility of getting to bracket play. So the loser of that one is likely out. And then, of course, in the 8 o'clock matchup, you've got Vancouver and Moses Lake, an intra-Washington battle. Where Moses Lake is concerned, they win, they're in. If Vancouver wins, then it's still in doubt for both. So again, a lot could be cleared up today, or a lot could be all discombobulated. Freeze wraps it to Hinson at second. Over to first, and he will get Freeze on the 4-3. It was close over at first because of the slow roller to Hinson. But there is one away. Connor McGrath, who has singled, and he is ground out. He is going to be pinch hit for, I was about to say, his only at-bats came in the second. Well, that's still going to be true. His only at-bats in the second because Devon Anderson is coming in to pitch hit for McGrath. So with one away, Anderson coming to the plate. Zach Clark moving to the on-deck circle. We are in the top of the 5th in a game that is not quite 90 minutes long. When you get to the bottom part of the inning, the 2, 3, and 4 spots due up. That is Kevin McKnight, Slate Robinson, Noah Marion. The conversation that's ongoing would lead one to believe that it is more than a simple substitution of Anderson for Connor McGrath as the EP. All the conversation between coach and umpire and the finger pointing to the lineup card, at least to me, would indicate that maybe Anderson coming in isn't the only change. Anderson to hit for McGrath. Nobody aboard, 1 gone. Anderson steps in, gets his first at-bat. Here in the top of the 5th, takes a big cut, comes up empty. Noah Marion, after starting pitcher Kevin McKnight worked a couple of innings, now into his 3rd inning of work. Has delivered a total of 36 tosses. Into the strike zone, nothing in 2. A call Anderson didn't look particularly pleased with. That is hit into left field. And Anderson safely over at first with a single. That will become the 8th base hit of the ball game. And here comes Zach Clark. So a base runner aboard after the 1-out single. Watching from New Hampshire. Thank you very much for watching. Got a feeling that New Hampshire may be watching a little early and preparing for a Cape Cod game coming up. That is delivered into the gap. Anderson rounding second, goes towards third, putting on the brakes at first with a single is Zach Clark. So runners at first and third here in the 5th. Zach Clark. He has singled, and he's also walked. Case Babineau stepping into the batter's box. Shot into center field, base hit. That will bring in Anderson. He will score from third. To second goes Clark. And Case Babineau with a single that brings in a run. It is now an 8-3 contest, and Mid-County Texas will score their first run since the second inning. Marcus Foreman coming to the plate. Foreman has walked and struck out. Popped up, high into the air towards second. Ryan Hinson camped out underneath. Makes the catch for out number 2. Two gone with Babineau and Clark aboard. Babineau the base runner at first. Clark is the base runner at second. It has been a 3 base hit inning for Mid-County Texas after 6 hits in the second. Got 1 in the first and now 3 here in the 5th. Jacob Vaughn with 2 away and 2 aboard. Texas plating their first run since the second inning, as coming in to score was Anderson on the single by Case Babineau. Wrapped it short. Robinson knocked it down with the shoulder, but wasn't sure where it went. Finally sees it roll towards third. And Jacob Vaughn will be on as the error is charged to Robinson. Meanwhile, Clark will go to third. Babineau is at second. And the base is loaded up for Brandon Morris, getting his second at-bat of the contest. Came in when Brock Finn left the mound. Morris came in to play first and bat in Finn's spot, wrapped into the 6-3 in the 4th. And we'll get back-to-back at-bats in back-to-back innings. Foul back. Nothing in 1 on Morse. Top of the order. Cody Cobb has moved to the on-deck circle. Into the strike zone. Nothing in 2. Logan Lejeune moving to the on-deck circle. When you get to the 5th for Blue Lick, if you are pitcher Chase Kemp, you've got to contend with the 2, 3, and 4 spots. McKnight, Robinson, and Marion. Lifted over towards the air-conditioned tent, which is housing a 75-inch big screen and couch, other appliances as well. Well, the baseball knows where to travel to find a cool spot on a 100-degree plus day as Morse awaits the 0-2. It's out of the strike zone, 1 and 2. One ball, couple of strikes. A 5-run Texas lead in the 5th. Popped up over towards foul territory. And that is near our camera op at first. But no fear shown. These youngsters can't worry about a foul ball. They've got to shoot the game. And it stays 1 ball and a couple of strikes on Morse. Bases full. Clark, Babineau, and Vaughn aboard. 1 run in. An 8-3 contest. Missing to even the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. And Morse trying to drive runners in. Pops it up. Back towards the screen. And that will be out of play, and the count will remain even. Free started the inning off, wrapped into the 4-3. Anderson pitch hitting for McGrath. Got a single, came in and scored on the Babineau single. Clark, Babineau, both with base hits. Foreman with a fly out to second. Vaughn reaches on the error. Pitch in tight on Morse. Have always wondered, and I think even had somebody go look as to why they call it chin music. If it is music, it's not pleasant to the ears of Brandon Morris as it's in tight. Socked into left field, and the runners were off and running. I don't know that the ball had left the hands of Noah Marion. And everybody is going to come in and score on the Brandon Morris shot into left field. That is the biggest lead I have seen by runners when the ball is still in the hands of Noah Marion. I mean, they are off and running. And you can see there as to when the ball was actually smacked by Morris. All runners are halfway to the next bag before the ball leaves the hands of Noah Marion. And Morse delivering with a big hit that extends the lead to 8. The hit accounts for 2 of the runs, an error for another. Clark, Babineau, Vaughn all coming in to score. And we go back to the top of the order. Cody Cobb, who has lined out, singled, and been hit by a pitch. Takes a pitch outside. Largest lead of the game for the Mid-County Texas squad as they are up by 8, and Cody Cobb is batting. Logan Lejeune moves to the on-deck circle. Well, these weren't in the Blue Lick plans. They had begun to fight back, down by 7, plating a run in the 3rd, got a couple of runs in the 4th. Got to within 4, but Mid-County Texas, looking in the rearview mirror, apparently didn't like what was creeping up on them. And has put together a 5-run 5th. Cody Cobb awaits the 2-2 offering from Noah Marion. Outside, and the count runs full. Here is the payoff pitch as Cobb awaits. Swing and a miss, and out goes Cobb. Big inning. As in to score is Anderson, Clark, Babineau, and Vaughn. And it becomes an 11-3 contest. Mid-County Texas pulling away by 8. Blue Lick coming to bat with McKnight, Robinson, and Marion 2 up after the break.
Hi, I'm a kid, and I am here to tell you why fruit is good for you. It is healthy for your muscles, your brain, your eyes, your heart, and your body. I've been sitting behind this big tray of fruit, and it looks so good, and it smells so good, and I haven't gotten one piece.
When your sport team has a great game or season, come celebrate your team's hard work at Lake Bowl in Moses Lake. Our Redemption Center game room is loaded with fun. Lake Bowl wants to help you recognize your team's accomplishments with fun and affordable packages. Bring your team in to eat, play, and have some fun. Team celebrations are a blast at Lake Bowl. Give us a call or visit our website for more information. Lake Bowl, Moses Lake's family entertainment center.
5, 3, 4, 9.
Bottom of fifth, Slane Robinson will start things off for Blue Lick. Noah Marion, Jacob Hayes due up in the inning too. A big top part of the fifth. 4 runs will come in. Tack that on to the 7 runs that scored in the second. It's an 11-3 contest. Again, when it seemed as though you might have Blue Lick climbing back into the ball game. On the inside part of the plate, strike 1. It is McKnight, by the way, that starts off the inning. Robinson will hit second and Marion third. One hopped right back to Kemp, and Kemp will go over to first, and McKnight is out number 1. 1 away for Slade Robinson. Well, again, you've got a couple of divisions, the American Division and the National Division. Be one of the top 3 teams in each division, and you play on either Thursday or Friday. If you're the number 1 team in the division, you get Thursday off, and then you play in the semis on Friday. If you're the 2 or the 3 team, then you are playing on Thursday. At 5 o'clock, it's the 3 team out of the American Division against the 2 team from the National. There's a Robinson shot to short, fielded by Freeze. And he's got it over to first to get Robinson on the 6-3. And then, of course, if you are the 3 team in the National, you take on the 2 team out of the American. That will take place at 7:30 on Thursday. Championship winner take all, 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. But, of course, the first goal along the way is that you have got to get in the 1, 2, or 3 spots in pool play. And after 3 days, nobody definitively in, nor is anyone definitively out. Swing and a miss by Noah Marion. Today, though, could very well determine some of both, who is definitely in and who is definitely out. This game could determine who is definitely in. If Mid-County Texas wins, that would be their 3rd win in pool play. They're definitely in. If Blue Lick comes back, then that kind of throws that out of kilter. Later on, we've got a matchup between a couple of teams that haven't won, and the loser of that one is definitely out. And speaking of definitely out, Noah Marion, who is fanned by Kemp. 3 go up, 3 go down. Nobody scores in the 5th, at least the bottom part of the inning. We go to the top of the 6th, and it's time to absorb Twitter followers. We'll tell you how when we get to the 6th inning on Jock Giant.
Up with today's fast-paced world can be difficult. Accelerate your life with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Surf, stream, and game like never before. Give us a call at 509-754-2600 and find out more at iFiber.tv.
Cheryl Konos Farmers Insurance is your local one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, and farm and ranch, Cheryl and Farmers are here for you. You never know when the unexpected will happen, so be ready for anything. She'll work for you to put together a package that fits your needs no matter how big or small. She's right here in Ephrata, so you can talk to her at any time. Please stop by for a free quote at 858 Basin Street Southwest or call 509-754-2550. Good luck to all the players and teams.
Keeping up with today's fast-paced world can be difficult. Accelerate your life with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Surf, stream, and game like never before. Give us a call at 509-754-2600 and find out more at
If you're getting hungry, take home lunchtime, want to wander over to the His Helping Hands Ministry barbecue pit. We get pulled pork sandwiches, burgers, hamburgers, with full soft drinks, get the whole thing, get a plate for lunch, then look for what should be a pretty good finish to this ball game. Hitting out from Mid-County, this is number 15, the second baseman, Logan Lejeune. We have a defensive change now for Blue Lick. Entering the ball game playing in left field is number 23, Bryce Zachary.
Top of the sixth, Logan Lejeune steps in. First pitch. And it is smacked right in the direction of a newest face on the diamond. Bryce Zachary is now playing left. And that's exactly where Lejeune goes with the opening base hit here in the sixth inning.
Number 13, the pitcher, Chase Kemp.
So a base runner aboard. That is hit number 12 in the contest for Mid-County, Texas. Chase Kemp coming to the plate with a base runner on. And it is hit foul. Zach Freeze. He has moved to the on-deck circle. 0-1 in an 11-3 contest. Well, we're in the sixth. And for those of you who are not familiar with our typical process in the sixth, we've got to enlighten you. Popped up by Chase Kemp to second. Ryan Henson will make the catch. And there's one away. We take Twitter followers. Those who have not followed us previously, follow us now. And when you do, during the course of the sixth inning, we acknowledge, we want to recognize you, send a little love, and we do it by sending out your Twitter handle. So follow us here in the sixth inning. Go to Twitter, put @JockJive in the search engine, as it is popped up by Freeze. Henson again with a catch and a couple of flyouts to second, or two gone here in the sixth. So do it in the sixth, and our way of saying thank you, sending you some love, is reading your Twitter handles. Go to Twitter @JockJive, Twitter @JockJive. Follow us in the sixth inning, and that's how we honor you. Well, I have got, according to the roster, Devon Anderson stepping into the box, donning number 11. I know I had a couple of texts that said that was Kyler Bumstead. According to the roster provided, including the roster the coach gave this morning to the box, number 11 is Devon Anderson. So we know that it's either Anderson or Bumstead in the box. And a strike delivered, counting it at 1. And we do know that he came into the ball game in the fifth. And we do know that he got a base hit and came in and scored. That one nibbled him. And the trot down to first is either Anderson or Bumstead. Well, it looks like we've gotten a number of shout-outs that
we're going to have a pitch hitter now for Mid-County, number 14.
We might as well get to, since we typically do it in the third and fourth. But listen, we're a bend, not break kind of broadcast crew. Big shout-out to Hunter Burnett and Blue Lick from Uncle Mike in Barnesville, Ohio. Shout-out to Devon Anderson from Mom and Dad Deemer and Denise and all three sisters. Way to represent Port Arthur Independent School District. Got some Twitter followers we need to get to momentarily. High fly ball to the wall, and then caught on the run. No, drop to the warning track while up against the fence. Long shot by Mid-County's Brandon Badon. That will bring in Logan Lejeune. Also, Anderson will come in and score. It's a 13-3 contest. Well, he came in as a pinch hitter and made the most of the at-bat. As Baydon, batting in the spot previously occupied by Clark, delivers almost to the wall. And 2 will come in and score. And it looks like Blue Lick is about to make a pitching change. Noah Marion, who came in for Kevin McKnight in the 3rd inning, will apparently leave in the 6th. It is a 13-3 contest. Yet we got a lot of followers on Twitter, and we're going to do just as promised in the 6th inning. If you follow us in the 6th, we honor you by reading your Twitter handle. We'll do that when we come back. New pitcher coming in for Blue Lick.
On the Train test range, you learn what makes our heating and cooling systems so reliable. If there's a breaking point, we'll find it. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Just about all white. Jones County diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. New pitcher coming on to the mound for Blue Lick. And that new pitcher is Zach Shirley. One reason, too, that I did want to go back to the shout-outs is because, you know, there's that class at Almost Home. Big Cody fans. They've sent me another selfie, and the crowd size has grown, and I can get a better look at some of the pictures, or at least the signs. Good luck from Almost Home. We love Cody. Go Cody, go Cody, go Cody. We are number 1. Cody rocks. We heart Mid-County. Teachers in class there at Almost Home. Thanks so much. That's what you got to love about the ball game, is that it's one for all ages, and with all these creations, all these improvements in modern technology, there's the ability to recognize you and get you as part of the game wherever you may be watching the game. All right, let me get to some new new Twitter followers. At DM Vasquez 6, and actually that is Vasquez, I have learned. At DM Vasquez 6. Thanks so much for now following us. At DP Baseball _23. Pitch winds up in the dirt. Baydon will go to 3rd. Case Babineau with a 1-0 count. We are in the top part of the inning. Kentucky guaranteed a bottom part of the inning, but the lead is now 10. So Kentucky's got to score runs in the bottom of the 6th as it's fouled back. 2 gone. Count even at 1 on Babineau. Marcus Foreman to the on-deck circle. At Roy Croft Sean 17. Now following us on Twitter. Thank you very much at Roy Croft Sean 17. Inside pitch. By the way, the at DP Baseball _23 is Danny Perez. Danny with Tucson, Arizona. Thanks so much. At BSpell33. At BSpell33 now following us on Twitter. At PEL1717. PEL1717. Thanks so much. At Coach _S Carter. At Coach _S Carter now following us on Twitter. We appreciate that so much. Walk issued to Babineau. Couple of base runners on there at 1st and 3rd. And another pinch hitter. This is Kyler Bumstead. At D. Edgar 6A. DEDGAR 6A. Thank you so much. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Bumstead a swing and a miss. At Clark _ Junior 10. At Clark _ Junior 10. Now following us on Twitter. We appreciate it so much. All 6th inning long. New followers recognized. We're 12 away from 1,000, by the way. Bumstead batting, Badon and Babineau aboard. You got your killer bees here in the top part of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Out goes Bumstead. The other 2 bees left aboard as 1 bee goes down. 3 outs, but 2 runs in. And the 2 runs in extend the lead to 10. Blue Lick's got to score in the bottom part of the 6th, or there will be no 7th. Back with Hayes, Shirley, and Jones when we return.
Ephrata is strategically located in the center of Washington State. The Port of Ephrata can meet your intermodal transportation and supply chain needs via road, rail, or air. Our most recently available property are 2 buildings that combine for 100,000 square feet of high bay heavy manufacturing space with multiple bridge cranes installed. When the workday is over, take advantage of the plentiful recreation opportunities in the area. Bring your business back to center in Ephrata, a center for commerce, a center for opportunity, and a centered life.
For more than 50 years, Tomer Construction has been helping build the Pacific Northwest. We've led successful projects throughout the area involving portable rock crushing, road construction, land clearing, land leveling, bridge construction, and structural concrete. We also offer fill material, sand, and gravel for your everyday landscape needs. For a free quote, call today, 509-787-3312. Tomer Construction, we're ready to serve you.
We enter the bottom of the 6th. This is a must-score scenario for Blue Lick. They've got to get a run, at least a run, to extend this game to the 7th. If there is no run in the bottom of the 6th for Blue Lick, it will be a victory for Mid-County, Texas, and it will be the first team who is guaranteed a spot in bracket play. And there is just no way that 3 wins won't get you in where bracket play is concerned. So Mid-County, Texas, 3 outs away from a guaranteed advance, unless those 3 outs include a run. Jacob Hayes hits it over towards Lejeune. He will send it to first, and Hayes out on the 4-3, 1 away. The 2 Zacks, Shirley and Jones, coming to the plate. Another follower on Twitter. We do it in the 6th at Undertaker_J. At Undertaker_J. Now following us on Twitter. Thanks so much. Wrap foul by Shirley. Shirley 0 for 2. And coach doing a pretty good barehanded catch. See if we can get a picture of it. Yep. Nice little gobble up over in the box. 0-2 now on Zach Shirley. Don't forget, too, to like us on Facebook. Better than 10,134 likes. Ain't no stopping us now. Might as well get 11,000 before the series is up. I realize that's kind of... That's a lofty goal. Count even 2 apiece. Not quite a couple of hours of baseball where the opening game of the day is concerned. It got started a little bit late, about 10 minutes late. And right now you're looking at about an hour 57 in this one. Count even at 2 on Shirley. Zach Jones, the EH, on deck. Well, I understand the World Series that we are covering in Alabama. They've had so much rain, it may end. Lejeune back onto the grass, and Shirley is out number 2. Well, if Blue Lick is to extend this game to the 7th, Zach Jones has got to start it. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the windup and delivery from Chase Kemp. Now that got a little reaction from our camera guy at first. That was lined his direction. About a foot or two over the umbrella that provides shade. Into the strike zone, it is 0-2. Outside of the strike zone, and the count will go 1 ball and a couple of strikes. Well, don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Thank you for all the text shout-outs during the course of the game. Over it goes to Lejeune, and if this is fielded and goes over to first, it will put it into the 6th. It will put it into our recognizing new Twitter followers. It will put it into the ball game, and it will put Mid-County, Texas in. It is their 3rd win. They are 3-0 in pool play. That guarantees them a spot in Thursday's play. If you win one more game in your Mid-County, then not only are you into bracket play, you're in as the #1 team, and you get Thursday off and play on Friday. That will be determined tomorrow, though, for the Mid-County Texas team. They go 3-0 as they knock off in 6 innings Blue Lick, Kentucky. For Blue Lick, it's not impossible that they get in now, but going to be tough as their pool play mark goes to 1-2. Coming up next, it is a big matchup. It's Cape Cod as they will take on Charleston, Missouri. 2-1 is one squad, 2-0 the other. Big matchup with Missouri and the Massachusetts teams. Hey, thanks so much for watching our coverage. Thanks iFiber for providing the camera ops and all the other stuff you do for us. James Crenshaw's been your producer. I'm Robert Williamson. Thank you for watching the Babe Ruth World Series on Jock Jive.
This time, Mr. Hurd presents the Ron Felsen Players of the Game Award. First to Blue Lick, number 17, Slate Robinson. And to Mid-County, Texas, number 15, Logan Lejeune. Congratulations to both the players on the contest. Good game by both teams. All right, here we go. Blue Lick fans, you will play your last game of pool play tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock right here. We'll be taking on primetime baseball of Vancouver. Mid-County, you're back here again for another 11 o'clock start. You got Tucson, Arizona tomorrow morning. We'll dig it in. Once again, we got plenty of time to get this thing ready to go. We will go as close to 2 o'clock as we can. On game number 2 of the day, number 14 of the tournament. We're past the halfway point, folks. The Charleston Fighting Squirrels against Team Cape Cod again, coming up at 2 o'clock.
Hello. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm doing. Matter of fact, we're in between games. The one that we did just wrapped up. So yeah, we're out here doing games. Ephrata, Washington. Oh yeah, I'll be here till we leave Sunday. No, they hadn't any. The only thing they've had is a lot of smoke. They've apparently got forest fires somewhere in the state.